everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I did a video about this subject last night, so I just want to do a follow-up on it. Last night I was talking about how Oprah Winfrey and Meghan Markle's names were being floated around to replace Dianne Feinstein in the U.S. Senate because Newsom said that he was going to appoint a black woman. Well, I got lucky and he didn't choose either one of them. But he did choose a black woman, and again, I could care less. Like I said, I don't care what color you are. As long as you go there and do an honest job, or at least try to do an honest job, excuse me, then that's fine. So Newsom picked Laphonza Butler to replace Feinstein. And apparently she's well known to Newsom. He, at one time, was going to choose her to be his chief of staff. For whatever reason, he didn't choose her. But she is a black woman. She is from Louisiana, I believe, originally. And from what I've been reading, apparently, according to reports, she currently resides in Maryland. But she has ties to Los Angeles and ties to Washington, D.C. And Butler is expected to be sworn into the U.S. Senate on Wednesday by, of course, Vice President Kamala Harris, because we all know Harris was one of the first black women to sit in the United States Senate before Sleepy Joe chose her to be his cohort in destroying our country, and that's just my opinion. Well, what Newsom did is appoint not only a black woman, but a black, woke, liberal Democrat who is openly LGBTQ, which we know a lot of Biden's administration, they're all LGBTQ because he believes that that looks good on a resume. That will make you do such a good job if you represent what they call marginalized communities. And I could care less. She's lesbian, she's gay, she's trans, whatever she calls herself doesn't affect me. I don't live in California. I'll never live in California because we all know it's a shithole. Again, my opinion. But he's fulfilling his promise to name a black woman to the upper chamber following the departure of Harris when she became the vice president. And he's keeping true to his word. And Gavin Newsom very rarely keeps true to his word because everything he says, he does the opposite. But the rest of the people have to do what he says. And we've all been down that road. And we know how California is. We know how Newsom operates. We know he's shady. We know he's tight with Pelosi, if not related to Pelosi, and he does things his own way, which is the woke way. But Butler apparently is the first openly LGBTQ person to represent California. And regardless of whether Butler runs for the Senate and wins or not, she will fill out the one-year term remaining in Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat. I don't know anything about her. I don't know her background. I do know she was part of some counseling firm or something like that. I do know she's an advocate for women's rights. And I do believe that she's very interested in helping all the marginalized communities. So I have to guess that she will be just another Democrat filling a seat in the U.S. Senate to vote on things that really don't matter to all of the American people. I believe she will vote heavily on alphabet policies and anything that has to do maybe with reparations, because we know that's a big thing in California. So honestly, I don't think this is a good pick. I don't know what her policy experience is, if you will, but just reading what I've read about what she's involved in now tells me that she's not going to do much for the American people. She's not going to do much for all of California. She will do for certain people, certain groups, and certain communities. So Newsom, again, true to his word, a black woman, but I honestly believe she is not the woman for that seat. We know Feinstein in her later years had no idea what she was even doing on the floor. She had no idea what she was voting on. She just went along with the flow, and her aides told her what to do. So it remains to be seen if Miss Butler will actually, I think it's Miss Butler. If I'm misgendering, I'm sorry, but I think it's Miss Butler. We'll see if she ends up running for the seat, and if she wins, then God bless you. Have at it. Go to the Senate for 6 years and try to do something good for the people of California. But the only people I believe will benefit from Butler being there is, again, the alphabet people, the marginalized, those seeking money for doing nothing. You know, the whole California way. Give us what we want, but we don't want to work for it. Give us reparations. We demand it. We deserve it. I think that's the path that Ms. Butler is going to go down in the Senate. Instead of doing the right thing for the American people, she'll do what's right for her and certain groups. So we're going to follow this and see where it goes. But I hate to say it, but I think I'm right with this one. But I will report back once she gets in there and once I see what she's actually involved in. I mean, she can't be any worse than John Fetterman, right? John Fetterman is absolutely, in my opinion, useless. Does zero for Pennsylvania. He can't speak. He can't read. He wants to wear hoodies and shorts. At least she'll dress businesslike. She'll go in there looking proper, doing the right thing, hopefully, and then the rest remains to be seen. And that's it. So I just want to bring this to light again after I made the video last night about Oprah and Meghan Markle, because either one of those would have definitely been a bad choice. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share the video with someone. I'd appreciate that. And I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon.